and welcome back for another short flow. Today's flow is going to be a restorative flow, so you won't need anything at all, just some space on the floor and a mat if you have one, and whenever you're ready, just join me in a seated position. We're going to begin with a simple seated neck stretch. You're going to take a hold of your right hand on the outside of your left ear and just gently, as you're looking straight ahead, pull the head over towards the right, feeling that stretch down the left side of your neck, and just hold here for 5 or so breaths. Thinking about pulling that left shoulder away from the ear, finding that space between the ear and the shoulder, finding that stretch, and just be very gentle. This is your neck, so gently increase the pressure as you see fit, or release the pressure if it's too much. Take one last deep breath all the way in. Exhale, and then just gently release the hand, and we're going to switch sides. So the other side, you're going to use your left hand over on the right side of your head, and then just pull gently the head over towards the left, and think about pulling that right shoulder away from the ear, creating that space, finding that stretch. You might find one side's tighter than the other. Again, just 5 or so breaths. And then just gently release. Take hold of both hands now. Just place them on the back of the head. Tuck the chin in towards the chest and look down, and then think about just pressing on the back of the head to just find that stretch in the back of the neck. And again, just press as hard or as soft as you need, just being very careful because it is your neck. If it hurts, stop. And again, we're just 5 or so breaths, so you're probably about halfway. And one last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then just slowly release your hands. We're going to come into a seated forward fold now. So you're going to stay in your seated position. Inhale as you lift your hands up above your head. Exhale as you reach the body. Think about chest towards your shins, over your legs, reaching forwards, feeling that stretch down the back, either side of your spine, and just bring your forehead to the floor. Try and keep your sit bones on the floor as much as you can. And just 5 deep breaths. With every exhale, let the body just melt deeper into the ground. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale, and then slowly slide yourself all the way back up to seated. We're going to do a seated rack now. So you can take your hands, I'm going to twist sideways so you can see what we're going to do. Take your hands behind you, fingertips away, and think about opening up the chest. So roll the shoulders back and down, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and think about opening up the front body, the front of your shoulders, the front of your chest. And then just take a nice deep breath in as you lift through the heart up towards the ceiling. You can even take your eye gaze up there, let your neck hang, whatever you want to do. And just feel that stretch across the front of your shoulders. Just take 5 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. And then slowly just exhale and then come up gradually. From here we'll take a seated twist. So you're just going to take opposite hand to opposite knee, and then take the same side hand. So in this case, my left hand goes behind me. As I inhale to lift, think about lifting the spine out of the pelvis. Exhale as I twist round and look behind over that left shoulder, and really use that right hand against that left knee to push the body round. Just take 5 deep breaths here. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale, and then slowly come back to center, and then we're going to do the same. So left hand goes over to right knee, take the right hand behind, inhale to lift, exhale as I look over the right shoulder, and again I'm just going to take 5 deep breaths, pressing against that right knee to twist the body round. And again, we're just 5 deep breaths here, so you've probably got 1 more deep breath to go. Exhale, and then slowly unravel the spine. We're going to come into cow face pose now. So you're going to take your right leg underneath your left leg. The left leg's going to cross over, and the knees are going to stack on top of each other. The soles of the feet are going to face upwards, and they'll be placed either side of your hips. Hopefully both sit bones are connected to the floor. If this isn't possible for you and mobility doesn't allow, you can either place the top foot on the floor on the side of the knee, or if you want to, extend the bottom leg as well and flex the toes back towards you. So wherever you need to be, set your legs up in that position. Sometimes it's easier to come forwards, stack the knees, and then sit down, whatever you need to do. Just make sure both those sit bones are connected. Find your comfy space, and then we're going to inhale to lift the right arm up towards the sky. Take the left hand out to the side, and as you exhale, reach back and see if you can join the fingers or interlink the fingers together. And just hold for 3 deep breaths. Then release the hands. We're going to inhale to lift, and then exhale as we reach forwards, bringing the head towards the knees. And again, just take 3 more deep breaths here. Feeling that stretch in your hips. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale, and then slowly work your way all the way back up. And we're going to switch sides. So unravel the legs. Left leg goes under right, right leg goes on top of left. Stack those knees again. If you want to come up, come forwards, find the knee position, and then sit back. Just make sure that both sit bones are connected to the floor. Find that stretch. If you need to extend that lower leg or plant the top leg with the foot beside the knee, that's absolutely fine. This time we're going to inhale to lift the left arm up, right arm goes out to the side, and then you're going to exhale to reach back and behind and see if you can interlink those fingers. You might be able to touch one side, you might not be able to. You'll find that both sides are slightly different. Just think about lifting through the chest, try not to round the back as you try and grab. You're actually increasing the distance, and just hold for 3 deep breaths. This is my difficult side, so I really struggle. I should do this side more. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale, and then slowly unravel the arms. You're going to inhale again to lift the spine out of the pelvis, and then exhale as you fold forwards, bringing your head towards your knee. Finding that stretch in your hips, increasing. Again, just 3 deep breaths. So you're probably over halfway now. So one last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then slowly inhale as you come all the way up. And then we're going to unravel the legs. So gently unravel the legs. We're going to come into hero pose first with our legs, and then we're going to do eagle arms, or a variation of with our arms. So coming into hero pose, you've got 2 options. You can either sit back on your heels like this. You should feel the stretch in your quads, no pain in your knees. If there's pain in your knees, you can either, or you can't sit back on your heels very comfortably, you can get a pillow or a block, place it between the bum or the heels. If you want to go further, take the feet out to the side, sit the bum down in between the heels, maybe touching the floor with your sit bones. If you're not quite there, need kind of a pillow or a block just to support you, you can. Again, there should be no pain in the knees, you should just feel this stretch in your quads. Sitting nice and upright, option 1, you can take the arms straight across the body and hold it at the elbow. Or option 2, you can take the left hand underneath the right, cross at the elbows, interlink or wrap the hands together. And this will feel the same stretch, and then as you inhale, you're going to lift the arms up to increase it. We're just going to hold here for 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale, lower the arms down, unravel them, and then switch sides. So option to hold the arm across the body with the opposite hand, or right arm goes under left this time, wrap the hands, see if you can bring the palms together. If not, don't worry, you can just grab the hands however. Feel that stretch in the left shoulder this time, and then as you inhale, lift the hands up. And again, just 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale, lower the arms down, unravel them, and then just come back up into a kneeling position. So come out of that hero pose. We're going to come into half camel now. So come up onto your knees, and then think about lifting and extending through the body. We're simply going to take one hand back to the heel, and then reach over with the other hand as far as you feel comfortable, shooting the hips forwards, finding that back bend, and just hanging out here for 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in, exhale, and then inhale as you come all the way back up. I should have said on that last one, if you need to, you can just place, rather than the heel, the hand on the hip, if mobility doesn't allow you to go that far, so apologies for not telling you until now. So hand on hip or heel, wherever you're comfortable. Think about shooting those hips forwards, and then inhale as you lift with the left hand this time, up towards the ceiling. Exhale as you reach back, and just hang out here again for 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then slowly inhale as you come all the way up and over and back to normal. We're going to come down onto our hands and knees now and come into thread the needle pose. So hands under shoulders, knees under hips. We're going to take the left arm through and under the right, reaching out towards the right side. As we bring the left shoulder down towards the floor, look out under the right armpit. Feel that stretch across the back of the shoulder, and just take 3 more deep breaths in here. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then slowly come up onto your hands and knees and switch sides. So right arm goes through and under, reaching that right shoulder down to the floor this time. Inhaling as you look under the left armpit, reaching and twisting. And again, just for 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then slowly come back up onto your hands and knees. To finish, we're going to go into extended child's with pair of hands. So sit back on your heels. Again, if you can't sit back on your heels, feel free to use a block or cushion if you don't have a block. And then reach forwards with your hands. So option to bring your forehead to the floor and just keep reaching forwards with the hands in traditional extended child's pose. Option 2, just lift your head slightly, bring your elbows to the floor, palms together, and walk your elbows forward. So you can come up off your heels now, so you're slightly away from your bum, and feel the stretch in the back of your triceps. So you're going to press your head through your arms, feel that stretch across the upper back, into the armpits, and by the triceps. Palms together, head comes through, look back towards your knees and just pull against the ground. So push your elbows down and pull away against them to increase that stretch. You can play with the hand position. If you pull the hands further back towards the shoulders, you'll find the triceps stretch increases. And just hold here for 5 to 10 breaths to finish your practice.